Alright, it's time for our favorite segment, Kentucky News. It's time to figure out what's going on in Kentucky. What happened in Kentucky recently? An election, a series of elections. It's a red state. Unsurprising here, we got 5 Republicans and 1 Democrat snuck in. You know, this is just boilerplate, just a bunch of Republicans swept. A lot of these guys simply don't matter. This is really the news of the day, though. This guy, this alleged war hero, unless he's stolen valor, look at that. Look at these pixels. Wow. This guy's dense with pixels. Oof. How many war crimes did you commit on U.S. soil, sir? 0? Good work, man. What's his name? Ed Gallarain. Breaking news, I'm the first guy to actually pronounce this guy's name correctly. No one knows who he is. He is the victor in an upset. The most expensive primary in U.S. history. Right? The primary was the most expensive congressional primary in U.S. history, costing over $25 million. Did they make mobile ads? Did they make funny videos like Zoran? Or did they drop some kind of cultural nuke? Did something new happen in the minds of this lovely Kentucky district? I don't know. The word Israel's coming up. Epstein files, Iran, nuclear strikes, referendum on whether Israel gets to buy seats in Congress. Buy seats in Congress? You're not allowed to do that. Wait. You're not allowed to do that. Whether? If we're deciding whether, I'd say no, please no. The only people who are allowed to buy elections and buy seats in Congress are my friends. The people I vote for with my own 2 hands. Who cast these votes? I thought we liked the other guy. This guy. Mr. Epstein. Mr. Release the Epstein files. Mr. I don't vote with everyone else. This guy who I'm sure has really great politics based on everyone's feelings about this upset election. So how did this happen? This guy is like a pure AIPAC guy. Israel bankrolled him again to the tune of something like $20 million. Came out of nowhere. Now, why does Israel do this? They must have an interest in electing randos. I'm sure the money was nothing to this guy. Any guy who wears this uniform is probably already a multi-millionaire, so he probably scoffed at his invoice. He thought, that's nothing to me, I would do it for free. Israel bought this guy, AIPAC, rather, and when I say Israel, I don't want you to go, just, because, of course, there's just as many Christian Zionists who care about this. To be a Zionist is to just be a voting boomer, all right? There's no such thing as a Zionist. You gotta be of a certain age and of a certain predilection to be a Zionist, but I don't care what you believe, you just have to have an aching back. Zionists are made, not born, and they're made by the crush of gravity. Zionists are made, they're forged, not by political affiliations or religious beefs. They're formed by lead poisoning, processed foods. And look, the only way to become a true Zionist, is to have a scowl when your non-binary relatives come over for Thanksgiving. These are Israel's foot soldiers. And guess what? They're all Christians. They're all Christians. How do you get a boomer to be happy? They're mostly scowling. You'll see most boomers celebrate in selfies and in these sort of Super Bowl pictures. They're not celebrating because their team won. They're celebrating because their damn votes went through. We did it. We voted for what the TV said. We voted for the TV said. Fuck you. You voted for the Instagram guy. We voted for the TV guy. Haha. The TV told us to vote. And we did. Guys, who's gonna get their Gatorade poured on their head after this V, after this W? We're mowers, baby! When's my stimmy coming through? Oh yeah. Because when these people aren't voting for Israel, when they're not voting for Israel, they're going to church. When they're not voting for Israel, they are getting pissed off that it's another year of socks in the stockings. You got me a back scratcher, huh? Okay, I guess that's what I deserve for having been born after World War II. I'm a damn hero. I deserve better. I deserve a country full of pretty girls in ponytails far away. Here's their new king. Here's their new quarterback. And Israel just chooses to buy elections based on how many people they've killed. So this guy's body count is right here. You know, he might as well be a guy who works at a fucking slaughterhouse. If you work at a slaughterhouse, if you work in the meatpacking industry, they should give you a uniform that shows you how many pigs you've degloved. That would be very useful information to Israel. Alright, are we seeing it now? I'm seeing that there's only one way to make your granddaddy smile, and it's nothing you did. You can't tell him, hey, I developed a new agentic AI that makes spreadsheets easier. These are drone pilots, by the way. Each of these people pilots a drone with their vote every few midterm elections. They're all ace pilots in my book. Guys, you only want to give your granddad for Christmas a uniform with this on it. Hey, you worked really hard with your voting, my dear granddad. Thanks for never, ever wishing me well. But I'm glad that you got to kill a ton of kids. I'm glad you got that off your chest. Hopefully you won't be so cranky next time we all get together for a feast. Congrats to the victor. Congrats, Ed.